Hi everyone, just wanted to quickly cover what UDH actually is before we get into today's game. So if you've not heard about it before, UDH is a new commander variant whereby your commander could be any rarity at all. It could be mythic, it could be rare, it could be uncommon. But the rest of your 99 cards must have been printed at uncommon or common at some point in Magic's history. You're not allowed to have two partnered commanders. You're allowed to have a commander with the partner keyword. You're not allowed to have two commanders. Otherwise, that's too good. And there is a little bit of a ban list that's available on mtgudh.com. So all the information is there about what the current restrictive set of cards is. It's quite interesting to build around the restriction of only uncommons. There are quite a lot of interesting effects in Magic's history printed at uncommon. Quite a lot of powerful cards have also been printed at uncommon in the past as well. So I'm sure in the 12,000 cards that there are, you'll be able to find some sort of interesting shenanigans to play with. So hope you enjoyed today's game, and I'll see you later. Alrighty, we are playing some uncommon Dragon Highlander, UDH. Yeah, and I have got no idea what to expect, but this deck is probably fine. This is probably fine. I'm totally keeping this. So our idea is to ramp the hell up. So yeah. We should be okay. We should be okay. We're going to press F8 just to make things move along. Who are we against? Ramses Overdark. Destroy target enchanted creature. Right. We've got Tatyova, Benthic Druid. That's a very good. If that's the commander, that's like completely uncommon. Teysa Karlov, and we are Ulamog. So we're going to lead off on a wastes. Monohez says this is going to get confusing. 2 games at the same time. Oh dear. We're going to tap out. There's nothing we can do with this mana. That's a complete lie, Max. What am I doing? I can totally play Expedition. I'm thinking, we've got such high things, and we want to get to Felwar Stone. Right, punt number 1 already. Excellent. But they don't know that yet. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I want to get this Felwar Stone down, and then we can play Expedition map anyway. Okay, Walking Alice. That's a good one for Tatyova. Very good one for Tatyova. And we got Hidden Stockpile. Nice. If opponent control left the battlefield, create a 1/1 colorless servo. We are going to play Buried Ruin and get down Felwar Stone. And then we are going to get down Expedition Map. Hooray! It's like Tron. It's exactly like Tron. Do all of the things. So we can actually go and get some really kind of nicely broken lands with this. So we've got Ancient Tomb. We might go get Ancient Tomb, for example. Zach gets to go look for a land. Probably going to be... We could go Eldrazi Temple. Probably not the right call right now. I think... Well, I mean, we could go and get the Urza's cycle, but that's really going to be a long way away. Let's go get Ancient Tomb. Play Ancient Tomb, and we're just going to get down Mere Retriever here, which is nice because it can block and return the Expedition map. So lovely. That is exactly what we want to see. Big Blue is sitting on 4 permanents, where everyone else is like dumping all their hands. Solaring, yep, that is a really good one. We're probably going to tap out, actually, because there's nothing we can do here, and I just want to make sure we can actually do stuff. Yeah. Well, we get an Expedition map back. That's pretty good. Pretty good. I mean, that's actually fine. I'm completely okay with this. I'd rather have Mere Retriever dead. Go, yeah, brilliant. Like, I know I probably should have gone and got a Tron piece. That would have been really sweet. Where is this going? It's going up Mono Hell. I mean, that makes a fair amount of sense because we're on the lower of the 2 life totals. Also, yeah, that's a lot of value, a lot of scrying. So, Plague Mare Plague Mate into the battlefield. Creatures opponents control get -1/-1 till end of turn. That's a really, really, really good board wipe. Right there. Really, really value. We are going to be able to get out lots of things, in fact. I mean, like Weisling and Rackling are both pretty decent creatures. I'm pretty happy with this. I'm being attacked for 1. Boo. What, pray tell, is Myriad? Myriad is an interesting... so whenever it attacks, for each opponent other than defending player, you may create a token that's a copy of that creature that's tapped and attacking that player or planeswalker they control. Exile the tokens at end of combat. So basically, you attack somebody, and a copy of that creature attacks everybody else. So it's basically a commander... one of the commander mechanics that they brought in. And I think it's literally only been in Commander series. I'm asserting that's true. I don't know. It might have been like Conspiracy as well, but my guess is it's just Commander. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we could get Golem Artisan down, which sort of stops people attacking us. And that is nicer than the Rackling Weislings right now. Or we can get Rackling down and an Expedition map. I mean, Rackling is at least a creature, so let's do that. I like having creatures. Bit of Rackling. Like, the Rackling's not doing anything right now, so it doesn't look scary. I think that's the important thing. It does not look terrifying. Because everyone's got more than 3 cards, so it does nothing. So I don't look like the threat. Of course, when I drop the Weisling, not as unthreatening. To be honest, I might even let this die. I'm not entirely sure. Am I running the rest of the racks? I don't actually know. That's a really good question. But we do have... So we've got a bunch of interesting stuff here. Ooh, well, May Retriever down. I think that's fine. It's not the end of the world. We don't have any broken combos in this. We had one broken combo. I think I took it out because the card was just too bad. Like, literally a really awful, absolutely awful card on its own. So I needed more space for things. But yeah, I literally had an infinite combo in colorless uncommons. It's pretty sweet. That is getting kind of scary. That's pretty big. Ooh, we're actually going to be dealing 0 damage next upkeep. Nice. Raid incoming. Oh dear. Oh dear. Mono Hell says raid incoming. This could be interesting. I better make some more board space, hadn't I? So people can see what the hell's going on. But Zero says, would anyone let me ping them for 1 damage? Not really. I'm on 35. 35 is not a large life total. It is, unfortunately, the Ancient Tomb. That's what's causing it. Oh dear, here we go. Hey PK, how's it going? Toot toot. Welcome, everyone. We are playing Uncommon Elder Dragon Highlander, as seen in Discord. So, hello everyone. Despite playing with some rare cards, these have all been printed at Uncommon at some point in the past. And these are everyone from Discord as well. I think this is literally everyone from Discord. So, everyone kill Mono Hell. Kill him dead. I don't know what the combo is. It's white and black so far. The commander is Teysa Karlov. I mean, that does worry me a little bit. So, commanders, we are running. We have Tatyova, Ramses Overdark, and I am running Ulamog. So, we've got a good selection. Welcome, everyone. I hope you had a good stream with PK. Thought we'd give this a try. I want to try and see if let's see if we can get this going as a format. Like, it's a really interesting idea. The fact that we have uncommon like the 99 cards are uncommon or less. So, is the format making exception for commanders? It is. Yes. Yeah. So yeah, we should be. It should be good fun. Toot toot. Yeah, everyone toot toot. Blips Hex, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Oh, everyone's getting the commanders out. I mean, we're a little bit away from our commander, Ulamog. That is quite expensive, shall we say. Yeah, the idea of my deck is that we're trying to basically ramp the hell up to Ulamog and just have an Ulamog. Like, Ulamog should be a win condition on its own, right? So, yeah, that's the plan. It's not going as well as I hope so far, but we're not drawing as many lands. Mm-hmm. So first things first, I think we want to go searching. We are hurting ourselves a lot with this Ancient Tomb. How much do decks normally run for? This deck is about 53 tickets, which is about the price of a medium modern deck that I play. I think in general we normally play modern decks, so yeah, it's about that. So you do get Wasteland, for example. Wasteland is a thing. Wasteland is about half of my well, no, 1/3 of my entire deck's cost. About 13 tickets online, quite expensive. I'm not gonna lie. We do. What do we want to see? What do we want to get? We could get Wasteland. We could go get Temple of the False God, but that's not great. We could get Strip Mine. That's fine. Probably want to try and get something. Maybe even Command Beacon or Ash Barrens. Like, we don't really want anything. Actually, Reliquary Tower is probably the best one. Let's go Reliquary Tower. So we do have 4 mana now. Let's just go Viceling and invoke the ire of everybody at the table so far. We're not attacking anyone. That would be bad for us. Oh god, now I have to place triggers on the stack. This is the worst. So now Rackling and Viceling at the same time. This may hurt a little. This may hurt a lot. I didn't even realize the flavor texts were that were that good. That's cool. So yeah, this is like I said, this is a new format. Don't know how far it's going to go. We are trying to. I think it's very early days so far. There is a ban list, as in the Discord. Basically, I think that we're just trying to work out whether there are any too degenerate decks. We'll see. For me, I basically spent about half an hour this afternoon on Scryfall, just going, what's uncommon, what's good? And when I basically wanted to go colorless as well, just to give myself a bit of a chance to actually make a deck today. This horse is getting pretty big, actually. So it's hexproof haste, flying, and gets counters on it as well. Ooh, that's kind of nice. So we have Not of This World, not relevant yet. Scout from Existence is kind of relevant. Golem Artisan is good if we have lots of mana, but we haven't drawn as many mana rocks as we're expecting. So there are a bunch of mana rocks in the deck, like surprisingly large numbers of mana rocks. Unfortunately, I've drawn one of them, and that's Felwar Stone. So we'll see. We'll get there eventually. Did you guys end up banning Sol Ring? We did not yet. I say we, like I've got some sort of ownership over this. No, we've not banned Sol Ring yet. There is Sol Ring is legal. 5 tickets for Sol Ring these days, so it is slightly expensive. Also, this music is top tier. It is. I love this. I love this stuff. There was a follow that went past. Just want to say thank you to Panzer VII. Thank you for the follow. And Melinda Phantom. Thank you as well for the follow. Much appreciated. We normally play modern on this channel. Tonight is a little bit different. Oof. Archetype of Endurance. Creatures you control have hexproof. Creatures opponents control lose hexproof and can't have or gain hexproof. This is getting bad. for the rest of us. Like, I have got very few ways of dealing with things. Board wipes, not really in the realm of uncommon and colourless. Just want to throw that out. So yeah, we've got some things. We get things like Scav from Existence. The actual so how many non-rare board wipes are there? That's a really good question, actually. I don't actually know the answer to that. I don't even know what colours they would be in. Probably black or white, right? But what do we got here? Viscera Seer, Teysa Karlov. That's many things. That's many scries. So yeah, Teysa Karlov is very good when we have things to sacrifice. Viscera Seer seems really good in this deck, and especially you're going to get a bunch of 3/2 lifelink Vigilant. Oh, that's kind of dirty. I mean, we're up to 6 mana next turn. Hopefully going to draw a land. I mean, I was a little bit stingy on lands, but possibly that's a mistake. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Eternal Thirst. So we use that very effectively in one of our decks recently. Put it on a Walking Ballista. I doubt we're going to see that here. Ooh, Unstable Obelisk. Okay, right. More Mana Rocks. Mana Rocks are good. So this is not going to hurt us this turn, which is nice. Unfortunately, we don't really want to be tapping the Ancient Tomb to deal ourselves damage. That doesn't feel great. So I think we're just going to get down Blade of Souls and pass a turn. So far, I don't think we're the scariest deck out here by a long way, but we are getting there. Monohail says, I asked if we wanted degenerate things. This is pretty degenerate. I mean, 3/2, 3/2, and a servo as well. I suppose the servo's not too bad. Nobody's outright won yet, though, right? Red has Pyroclasm and possibly other similar cards. Pyroclasm would be pretty sweet, actually. Yeah, I could definitely see Pyroclasm. Is Phyrexian Reclamation uncommon? Seems gas in the Teysa deck. What, is this about time to come in? Should I come in later? No, this is fine. You're all good. We are just playing some uncommon Dragon Highlander. Ashnod Altar is uncommon as well. It is uncommon, and it is in our deck. We don't always have the creatures for it, but I mean, it generates a bunch of colorless mana. We might as well spend a bit of time dumping a bunch of artifact creatures out onto the battlefield and then sacrificing them for mana. So yeah, so far nobody's outright won, which is probably good. I mean, and the turns are getting quite quick. So turn 6, this is turn 6 on a commander game. I mean, normally by turn 6 somebody's won, right? At least that seems to be the case in 90% of the commander games I've played very recently. When was Blade of Cells printed at common? Whenever it was in this set. Commander 15, apparently. PZ1. But no, I think it's Commander 2015. Yeah, a lot of this is going through, going, when the hell was that printed at uncommon? Scryfall is not perfect for this. Scryfall does have a slight weirdness in that it counts cards from Renaissance, the well-known set Renaissance, where they, for some reason, decided to print some cards at different rarities. And only in French. Is this just regular commander? This is... No. This is uncommon EDH. Any rarity commander, everything else is uncommon or below. So you can play commons as well. That's a very important thing. I thought it was just uncommons. That would be pretty bad. But no, you do get some uncommons as well. Some commons as well. So, Eyes Everywhere. Exchange control of Eyes Everywhere and target non-land permanent. Wow, that is really powerful. Wow. I mean, you can just steal a commander. Straight up steal a commander. Okay. I mean, the Tatyova deck is just going off. Like, look how many lands are in this deck. Jesus. We are doing a little bit of incremental damage, but, like, nowhere near enough, right? Nobody seems to be noticing, though, so that's good. Need to make a deck to game with you guys at some point. That'd be great. Yeah, absolutely. I'm very interested in getting this off the ground. Like, if I could stream it a bit, that'd be great. It seems like a great deck building challenge. Yeah. I mean, I don't think you even have to spend the world either. I mean, you could probably spend, I don't know, under $10, 10 tickets. I honestly, I think you'd probably be fine. Because you don't have to play the stupidly expensive cards. If you have the stupidly expensive cards, then you can play them. I mean, but I think, I looked it up, I think Wasteland is probably the most expensive card in the format. From what I remember. I think that's the right. So, you know, where are these going? Oh no, we're being attacked. I suppose that makes sense. We are the one that's we haven't really got much going on. Yeah, we'll take 6. Oh, this Archetype of Endurance is annoying because I can't deal with it. Like, I could block it, but that feels really bad. I suppose we could play Loxodon Warhammer next turn, and yeah, we're not blocking. Down to 27. Have a Trample Lifelinker. That's probably the right selection. We have Golem Artisan as well. Golem Artisan is going to be, once we get enough mana, that should be enough. That should be good for us, right? Yeah, there's the Avenging Druid. Did not block. Oh, can't be blocked. That makes way more sense. Where is that? Okay, I was going to say, where's the Rogue's Passage? There's the Rogue's Passage. That's a really nice one. So that is basically every turn, every combat step that Zero has gets a land card for free. Oh no, Meteor. Jesus. Well, this is going at Teysa. Almost certainly, I would have thought. There we go. Yep, Meteor Golem targeting Teysa Karlov. That seems really, really fair. Boom. I mean, probably I can't even replay it actually. Yeah, Zero is quickly becoming the threat. Well, if he wasn't already, is very, very quickly becoming the person to kill. So this is my first uncommon Dragon Highlander game. So when Cyclopean Giant dies, target land becomes a swamp. What is this card? What on earth is this? Why is this a thing? Well, no. I know exactly why this is a thing. Because Time Spiral block. Like, Time Spiral was a weird block. I love it. I would love to have been playing Magic at the time of Time Spiral. But, yeah. When it dies, target land becomes a swamp. Exile it. That's so weird. It exiles itself from the graveyard. It's not a replacement effect. It still goes to the graveyard. Why do we want things becoming swamps anyway? Like, what just became a swamp there? Ah, the Rogue's Passage. That is a really sensible choice. Yep. Totally fine with that. Hidden Stockpile. Yep, making some servos. So this is going to sort of have... So I think Revolt triggers for literally anything. So Viscera Seer Hidden Stockpile is really strong. I mean, as it was sort of in Standard. So we have a Ketra's Monument. A Ketra's Monument is in the deck. We can legally cast it. It's in here to make warriors, and that is all it's in for. So that is the plan. Make some warriors. And unfortunately, we can't actually cast anything else, which is sad. Let's get down Loxodon Warhammer as well. I mean, it just means we've got a chance. A small, slim chance. And we're going to tap out. We just need to get some life. We're so dead. 25 life against this deck. Tatyova. I mean, I'm hoping everyone else at the table realizes that this is a problem. So it might be that we just block on a Rackling. Oh god, there's so many triggers. I don't even know what's good here. Probably probably getting Eyes Everywhere, swapping it for the Blade of Selves is not a terrible plan. Like, quite a lot of stuff dies. So what would happen? There'd be -2/-2 on everything. Okay, so it doesn't really kill any of Zero stuff. It kills a bunch of Saprolings, which sucks. Doesn't kill the Meteor Golems, doesn't kill the Archetype of Endurance. We really need the Archetype dead. Really need the Archetype dead. This is frustrating beyond measure. Treasure Cruise. Wow, we're playing real Magic cards here. Visceracy. I really want to see a broken combat out of this deck. I really do. I mean, I guess once we get to 6 mana, we might see something better. See, Thran Dynamo. These are the cards I want to be casting. Damn it. The deck is like... There's probably... I think there's... At least a third of it is stuff that makes mana. And that's just like artifacts and stuff. Because they are pretty much the best. They're pretty decent cards. Like Fetwild Stone, I mean, even like Thran Dynamos, Basalt Monoliths, Soul Ring, stuff like that. All uncommon. Have all been printed at uncommon. Like at some point, Zero is just going to overrun us to hell. I don't know what overrun effects there are in uncommon, but this is really, really, really scary. Like, really scary. But yeah, the board wipes. I don't know how many board wipes there are in this. I mean, there could be bounce. Ooh, blue would probably have bounce, right? Would blue have bounce? I'm sure blue has bounce for like number of islands. I mean, that's not ideal, not perfect, because it can just replay everything. But that certainly does slow them down. Slow Zero down. Yeah, unfortunately, Tatyova is one of those commanders which is sort of really quite good, isn't it? I mean, people play Tatyova decks in general. Tatyova is a completely valid commander, so I guess the fact that this is working probably... I mean, yeah, a lot of the ramping effects in Tatyova are probably uncommon or common, right? So it's not really much of a stretch. I guess you're taking out all the awesome win conditions. I say all the rare, mythic rare win conditions. This is looking pretty good so far. Like, it's so tiny, we can't even see what's going on. Firehaven Elf, Meteor Golem. Like, the Archetype of Endurance is definitely the annoying one. Spore Mound. Oh, okay, so Spore Mound is where they're getting all the tokens from. Tatyova, Avenging Druid, and a billion things. Are we being attacked? Why? Why are you killing me? I don't like it. I don't want to be taking another 6, but the only way I'm relevant in this game... Okay, I'm gonna block on the Rackling just to not take 6 damage. I'm probably going to equip up the Lockstone Warhammer next turn, and to the Viceling. Probably makes sense. Infinite, yeah, it's infinite 1/1s. It's not really infinite 1/1s, but stupid amounts of 1/1s is kind of annoying to deal with. I mean, having said that, Mono Hell might just combo the hell off and win the game. I mean, anytime you see Viscera see it out, it is usually bad news. Usually. Oh, such a weird art back in the day. Kev Walker. No idea what's going on in this. Is this like canonical? Is this in lore? Like, somebody made a guy with vices for hands. That is a thing. Or, I mean, this looks way more realistic. It's a robot that is holding a dude. That's fine. It's a construct. This has got a guy with vices for hands. What even does the art instruction look like there? It's just like, yeah, this is fine. I guess it's a robot. I guess it's a construct. And why would you... Yeah, give him the clamps. Why would you not give him the clamps? But Yeah, this is weird. I do sometimes I really like the weird art choices they had back in the day, but a lot of the times it does sort of take you out of the immersion. So I can kind of see why they have an art director now to sort of deal with this stuff. Oh, we actually draw a land. So okay, well, how many are we up to right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. We have 8 mana. Ulamog is 10 mana, so that's decent. So we can Scour from Existence, or we can equip Lockstone Warhammer, and hopefully somebody will stop attacking us. 0. So I'm going to do that. I think having a threat on the board is probably nicer. We might even actually be able to get down Golem Artisan as well, which will give us even more blockers. That is a plan. I like having blockers. Have a 1/1 White Warrior, because why not? We're playing a colorless deck. We're going to make White Warriors. It's a call to Black Vice. Ah, okay. I don't think I've seen that card for well. If I have, I haven't seen it in a long time. So no attacks. I mean, just no. We need this to defend. Okay, I'm a lot happier now. Like, having Archetype of Endurance be chumpable by a warrior may keep us alive. I'm happy. I'm generally happy. We have stabilized at a very, very, very low life total. I mean, like 23 is not a lot. Having said that, we're like 2 mana away. Like, if we draw our Eldrazi Temple, we are, and we're just going to start Ulamogging, and Ulamogging plus Lockstone Warhammer is kind of unbeatable. Well, I say unbeatable, but that's a lot of lifelink. Wartax. This turn, creatures can't attack unless their controller pays X for each attacking creature they control. Wow. That is a stupidly strong card. Well, that is very, very interesting. That's a very diplomatic card from, is that Mercadian Masks? I think so. It's so weird it's got no art, but X and blue, this turn, creatures can't attack unless their controller plays X for each attacking creature they control. So you can activate that on anybody's turn, and it affects all the creatures, and it doesn't matter who they're attacking. So it's sort of like a weird ghostly. It's like Ghostly Prison, but not probably not as good, and it's certainly not redirecting people to anybody else. So, because ideally you want to be forcing people to attack everybody else, whereas this is just sort of like in general. I mean, if you've got mana spare over, you could just tap out and make it ludicrously expensive to attack anybody. So it's basically an FU to one player in particular. So that's probably fine. Stone Cedar Hierophant. Where on earth is that? Hexproof, yeah. Whenever a land enters the battlefield, untap it. Untap target land. Seems good. Alright. We're activating some mana. X is 6. This turn, creatures can't attack unless their controller plays 6 for each attacking creature they control. I mean, that should slow 0 down a little bit, but I mean, even still, we've got a lot of mana over here. Probably 18 mana over here, which is a lot. A lot. So it can attack with 3 things. But for once, 0 is not on the highest life total, which is weird. Oh, don't get back. Don't get back, County Heart. Oh, targets Brine Elemental. When Brine Elemental is turned face up, each opponent skips their next untap step. Okay. That's really annoying. So can cast that's going to screw us over in particular. Oh, it's so annoying. Yeah, morphs it. I wonder what it could be. I'm so surprised. So surprised. Each opponent skips their next untap step. Well, damn. That really screws us over. That's really bad news for us. Everyone else has sort of got stuff to tap, but we're like completely tapped out. At least that means Zero's not attacking this turn. Because that was all. This is all pre-combat, so there is no floating mana now to pay for that attacks, which is good. I'm pretty happy with this. I'm not happy with this. I'm not happy with this board state. This board state's awful, and we're probably going to die like really soon. I wonder what's good. What are we going to have? So Blade of Selves on Ulamog. I think that's where our game plan is aiming for. I don't think it triggers though. It's just an indestructible 10/10. I think that's how it works. So I think this triggers when we attack and not when. Yeah. So unfortunately, it's a bit too late for the Blade of Selves to activate. So we can't have like all the Ulamogs going everywhere. He has pickles. Pickles? I'm not sure. Anyway, yeah, so Zero's just going off. They're just doing, that's fine. They're going off. We're just waiting. I mean, we have got ways of dealing with stuff. Like next turn, we can scar something from existence, which is pretty strong. But what do you even target? We can't target Archetype of Endurance. That's just not. We can't do it. I doubt anyone's got a board wipe. I doubt we're going to be able to blow stuff up. And so, like, where do we even go? Maybe we just hold on to it for now. Not This World doesn't actually do anything right now. Pretty sweet card, though. Fun fact, in Colourless, there are about, I think there are 6 non-permanents that are uncommon. We've got Not of This World and Scour from Existence are 2 of them. There are 2 of the cards that you can actually cast that are non-permanents. I think there's like Warping Whale as well, something like that. There's not many. Not many. Which makes a lot of sense, really. It's all the Eldrazi stuff. Yeah, Zero's on a bit of a train right now. Just stupid amounts of card. Like, Tatyova is so good. It's the card draw that does it, right? The amount of card draw, the amount of lands as well is just so strong. Zero says, I might have found infinite untapped lock by accident. Whoops. Don't want any infinites. Infinites bad. I don't like infinites. They're fun when you're doing them. When you're having to sit and watch them, it's not fun. Oh, is the turn over? Ooh, finally. Excellent. On to Mono Hell. This board is like I'd love this to just get cleared up a bit. I might just say to Big Blue, say, hey, take my Blade of Cells, equip it to your Plague Mare, kill everything, and I'm probably okay with this. Although, to be fair, the Plague Mare is doing a pretty strong job on Zero's life total. Yeah, I'm pretty okay with this, actually. Anyway, thanks everyone for sticking around from Vince's stream. Hope you had a good time with Vince. I think he was doing Death and Taxes this evening? I think that's a pretty strong bet. I think that's always a pretty strong bet for Vince's stream. So I know he's been very busy recently, like stupidly busy. So, ooh, hey, we even get a gate. We even get to play a land, Tectonic Edge. Look at that. I mean, I'm very inclined not to tap out now, but yeah, hooray! We actually got to play a thing. We can destroy target non-basic land, because that'll do a good job. What can we even... These are all basics, like 90% basics. So what can we actually do here? So we got... Where's this Team of Sabertooth? Or did it get bounced back down? There we go. You may return another creature you control to its owner's hand. If you do, Team of Sabertooth gains indestructible till 100%. So can actually bring back the Brine Elemental. That's kind of bad for us. So we need to deal with the Brine Elemental. because otherwise we are pretty screwed. Unfortunately, everything is hexproof. Not ideal. Oblivion Stone, I think, is rare. Yeah, that could be an interesting one. Like Oblivion Stone, if it was uncommon, but I doubt it's going to ever be printed at uncommon. Otherwise, it would have appeared a lot higher in my searches, I would have thought. So yeah, modern Horizons might actually alter. Yeah, might work quite nicely for this format. Because obviously I think they're going to be able to print a bunch of stuff that already exists, but they're going to be printing it at uncommon rarity, but probably it will have been rare before. So that'd be good. Be good to get a shot in the arm for the card pool at least. I mean, obviously, in general, I'm normally a modern player, and so the fact that we've got a new set coming soon, Modern Horizons, I'm really, really excited about it. Like, if we can get a bunch of cards that I can just build some janky ass combos around, it'd be so good. What are your thoughts on a Planeswalker per pack with War of the Spark? It's a really interesting one, isn't it? Like, how on earth do you do that and make it fair and make it a balanced meta? And of the theories I've seen going around, like, I think uncommon Planeswalkers are probably one of the ways you could do it. Planeswalkers which only have a negative effect, like we're talking essentially Saga-like Planeswalkers, right? So Planeswalkers that only tick down and only do stuff like that. So that can only be because they've got to balance it somehow. They can't just say it's a Liliana of the Veil in every pack. It's that would be insane. I mean, it'd be amazing. It'd be the ballsiest choice in the history of Wizards, but it probably won't happen that way. So I think they've got to work out how can they mechanically have Planeswalkers that can appear in every single pack. It's a tricky one. I'm just looking forward to War of the Spark, something fierce. Panzer says, I'm back, who's winning? This guy, Zero, has by unfortunately the interface here, MTGO's interface for Modern is awful. Like, if I want to be able to show Zero's boards, there we go. It's Zero's turn. I'll show Zero's board. Nobody else's boards matter right now. They are playing. But yeah, this is... I have to zoom in to see how many permanents Zero has. We've got a billion Saprolings. There's an obnoxious untap lock going on. Yeah, this deck is going off. Tatyova seems really good in this format. Ah, there we go. I can just minimize the sidebar. Perfect. Awesome. Now we can see way more stuff. So yeah, the Perilous Phrase is pretty sweet. Sacrifice a creature, search your library for a land card. Okay, now this is weird. So it costs 1, sacrifice a creature, go and get a land. Whenever a land enters the battlefield, create a Saproling. So this is infinite. Infinite lands, right? Oh my god, we have a combo. Wow. Perilous Forays. So, you pay 1, sacrifice a creature, search your library for a basic land, which untaps the Hierophant, Stone Cedar Hierophant, which allows you to tap it for mana. Yeah, this is nuts. This is utterly broken. Especially because the Spore Mound is giving Saprolings as well. So yeah, this is infinite. It's completely infinite. Gonna get all the basics. Mono says, I want this card on the top, damn it. Yeah. 15 cards in hand for Zero. Yeah, this is an interesting one. and is drawing cards every single time here with Tatyova. I'm very, very scared by this deck. This is the sort of degeneracy that I was expecting. Like, when Zero comes to making decks, Zero is pretty much... He's very strong. Very strong at making decks. If you've not seen any of Zero's work before, we have played several of his decks on stream before. So in Modern, though, we've been playing Greedy Wheels for a while, which is a Smothering Tithe combo deck, which is really good. Really, really fun, especially when it goes off. It's not super competitive right now, but we are going to work on it. And hopefully over time, make it a little bit better. It's sort of... how to describe it? It's sort of like the opposite of Waste Not, Discard. In that you are trying to make your opponent draw as many cards as possible and then kill them with a Molten Psyche, which is sweet. Is Lab Maniac incoming? Lab Maniac has been cut. Ugh. Good. Because this is getting stupid. Especially when I can't deal with it. Okay, so now we know what we have to deal with. We have to find out the removal in the format. I think the removal... So, from what people are saying, let's just have a quick look. While Zero's going off, let me see if I can have a quick look on the little sidebar here. So, Scryfall, and we're looking for stuff that's legal in EDH and is less than or equal to uncommon, and destroy all creatures. Destroy all. Okay. We've got Anarchy. We can destroy all white permanents. We can destroy all islands. We can destroy all enchantments. We can destroy all planes. There are... anything else? Can we actually destroy... We can destroy all green creatures. Okay. We can destroy all white or all green creatures. But we lose 2 life for each one. That feels bad. Yeah, let's not do that. Anything else? Come on, I want to see something. Destroy all goblins. Ooh, okay. Tivadar's Crusade. Destroy all goblins. Okay, all right, fair. How on earth would you break that? I've got no idea, but so that's the destroy all. I think there's probably others, which is like so deal damage to each. Deal damage to each. So we're talking, okay, there's like 281. There's acidic soils. I mean, we've got aggravate. We probably want to... Yeah, so I think Pyroclasm is definitely going to be in there. Oh. Okutsumi, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. 36 different walkers on a reprint. It'd be nice if it's 36 walkers and 36 packs in a box if each box gives you a copy of each one. That would be sweet. If they could manage to do that. Like, the printing probably works for that, right? They probably can... I don't know how their collation works. Might be able to do it. Might be able to do it. Primal Bellow. Target creature gets +1/+1 till end of turn for each forest you control. That is a chunky but Tatyova. Bye bye, blue. Wow. 22/22 hexproof commander. That is very, very dead. I think Zero might have this one. I don't know about you. Guess we lose next turn. Yep. That seems pretty strong. How do you deal with like 21 cards in this deck? I've got no clue. Well then, yeah, this is cast a blink of an eye. That does literally nothing. Banelock, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're liking this. I don't even know what to call this. Debauchery? Like, this is just nuts. That is one player down. We're playing Uncommon Commander. I mean, it is slow. It's turn 10. I mean, we're not... Normal EDH games don't go particularly this long, but... Wow. Zero has 22 cards in hand. We still have Weisling out. Weisling is going to deal a lot of damage next turn. Like a lot of damage. That's 18 damage next turn. This is the only way we're going to keep him in hand. I mean, we're dead next turn anyway. Like, I'm sure we're dead somehow. Almost certainly. Want to go all the way with an uncommon command from Dominaria? Unfortunately, that is not the easiest of things to do. And that is not the... Wait, Lifelink works on the rack effect? Oh my god, Lifelink works on the rack effect. Are you kidding me? I didn't even notice this. I totally planned that. I didn't even realize that's how we've been gaining life. Oh, this is about to get very silly very quickly. I did not even notice Weisling was doing damage. That's cool. So Weisling deals damage to each opponent and we gain the life. So next turn of Zero's turn, we're going to be gaining 18 life. We might be okay. Okay, that's pretty decent. It's looking a lot more promising now. End step. All right. Do we get a land? Do we get to untap? Hey, we do. Oh, it's a Dark Steel Ingot. So it's sort of the thing we want, but it's not quite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. Oh, that's annoying. That is frustrating. I mean, we can play Dark Steel Ingot and still have one of these open. Still have the Scour from Existence open. That's probably what we're going to actually have to do. So let's do that. Play the Dark Steel Ingot. We now have a Not of This World. We now have Scour from Existence. We can counter things if we need to. Okay, bounces something. We don't know what yet. To Eternal Witness. All right. That is fine. All right, we pass the turn and deal 0 a bunch of damage. quite a lot, in fact. 19 damage. Theoretically. We might have to Not of This World as well. Depending on what's coming. Destroying our non-basic land. No. Sad face. I suppose that makes a lot of sense. I guess we can blow up one of Zero's. Don't want to blow up the maximum. Don't want to blow up the Reliquary Tower. That is not a problem. All right. We could exile something as well. I don't know what we exile, if we exile anything. I don't think we do that right now. Let's blow up the County Garden. Now we're getting to land destruction wars, which feels bad. Cast for buyback. Sacrifice a land. Prevent all combat damage that we dealt this turn. Exciting. Llanowar Scout. Putting... Yeah, okay, stuff's happening. Terrain Generator. Alright. You may put a basic land card from your hand onto the battlefield tapped. Ugh, so many things happening. So many cards. This is fine, actually. The more cards he draws, the better, because it's all of this is dealing us damage. And getting us extra life. So I'm pretty happy with this. Having said that, this is generating a lot of mana from hand. Yeah, Stoneseeder Hierophant doing its thing. Getting to untap a bunch of lands. Yeah. Too many combos. 51. Like, we are trying to keep him in check, but this Weisling is not going to be doing nearly enough, unfortunately. Ugh. Hit the Rogue's Passage. The Rogue's Passage is dead, I think. Right? Where is the... I can't see a Rogue's Passage. Alright, Weisling. Go on, deal some damage. Nice. 19 damage. We're up to 50. Good job. Good job, Weisling. I mean, Zero can now sacrifice. Zero says, ouch. Yep, I think that's fair. That's such a nice interaction that I totally planned for. Eternal Witness. Going to bring back what? That is the question. Probably the Rogue's Passage, I guess. Yes. All right. So I had to sacrifice the Rogue's Passage because it was a swamp. That makes a lot of sense. How dead are we? That's a real question. Like, if we take a bunch of damage from a single creature, it's not a lot we can do. Especially as we don't have enough mana now to activate Scout from Existence. I mean, Zero has essentially infinite mana at this point. So we are next on the list of dead. Passage just kills you from commander damage. Possibly. Depends how big Tatyova is. I mean, if he has a way of pumping Tatyova to big, then sure. I mean, I'm almost certain that is the case. I'm almost certain he's going to have another effect, such as the... Where is it? Oh. Did it get returned to hand? Might have already... Oh. Yeah, you can bounce the Eternal Witness back to hand. Okay. Yep. We're probably all just dead. What happened before? I got here just after that. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, well, I'm dead. Oops. Never mind. Might even be able to cast it twice, in fact. And kill us both at the same time. Which would be pretty impressive. So you cast... Ooh, Corrupted Conscience. So somebody's going to die to infect. Like it. Okay. Yeah, it turns out that Colourless, not a great pick. Just want to throw it out there. It might have been better had I somehow managed to ramp a bit harder. I think I might have gone a little bit... Yeah, it might have been not as good. Never mind. This is how we learn. Learning is half the battle. Still, this has been fun. This has been absolutely... Like, I didn't know Tatyova was that powerful. Well, actually, no. Let's be fair. I knew Tatyova was powerful. I didn't know Tatyova was quite this bonkers. Especially in uncommon as well. Like, I suppose, to be fair, green and blue are kind of nutty colours in general, so that's going to kill us both. The old infect one, commander damage the other, and that is GG's. GG's. Oof. Man. Zero wins the match. Wow. Good games, good games. Wow, that was nuts. So let me just quickly go back over my deck for people who saw it. We only have 32 lands. Might have been a bit low on the lands. But we have got a lot of... We've got like Everflowing Chalices, we've got Worn Power Stones, like we've got tons of things that generate mana. So theoretically, we should have drawn a fair few of them. But maybe I was being a bit greedy, who knows. 32 seems really low. Yeah, it seems low. Like I said, we have got a bunch of fixing. Like, a lot of these things generate mana. Okay, I mean, if I went through them, it would take too long. But like, Soul Rings, Everflowing Chalice. Yeah, we've got all the good ones, like Basalt Monolith, Ashnod's Altar. Palladium Mirror is pretty sweet. Power Stone's pretty good. So yeah, anything... I run greedy decks and often run 37 and 15. Can't play the rocks if you don't have the lands. That is fair. That is fair. I may be tempted to cut back on this deck a little bit. There are definitely some cards in here that are not as powerful as I was expecting. And to be honest, this was basically thrown together by me this afternoon. So I'm not that surprised. I'm not surprised that we weren't That's powerful. But anyway, that was really good fun. Congratulations to Zero Dame with his absolutely bonkers Tatyova deck. Turns out infinite combos still pretty strong. Who knew? So yeah. GG's.